Once upon a time.
Should be about a man though. They're never about men.
A countryman?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a man.
Train.
Ooh, there you
So
go.
does that mean it was a self-ownership?
This is just a song about trains.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
a song about train tracks. I don't know how it goes.
Cool. So one day the man who has the trains,
But he only owns one train.
a
So
train,
does that mean that
He
people
owns the
just
train
pay
tracks.
him directly? So wait, he owns the train tracks.
Yes, tracks.
So who does the government have to pay in taxes?
Yeah.
does this matter for the story?
No. So what was it? Once upon a time there was a country guy who owned train tracks.
And one train.
And one train. Well, one day,
Woman's got to come into this sometime.
yeah, a woman was on the train tracks.
She tied to the train
She was
tracks.
tied to the train tracks by the bus company.
I feel like this music is not going with that. She's tied on a train track.
By the bus company.
By the bus company.
They didn't want trains.
Because they don't like trains.
Okay, so.
So I'm playing.
Does the guy drive his trains?
Yeah. Does he have a driver or does he drive his own?
Well, see, that's the problem. The bus company took away all his drivers.
He had to drive the train himself.
So he had to drive the train himself.
But he's driving towards her on the track.
Driving towards this woman who's on the track.
And trains don't stop fast.
And it's not fast.
Is
So
he in love with her?
Well, that's the thing.
Does he even know her?
Yes, he does.
Is she actually a woman?
She is actually a woman, and it's his
No,
child.
she's a man in a dress.
It's his childhood sweetheart,
What's her name?
Trainula. Which is why he loved trains so much. Because really, he loved Trainula. And it made him love train.
And then what did he exclaim when he saw her tied to the track?
Oh no.
The train.
Trainula's tied to the train track. And so, he thought to himself, man, I better come up with some good plan. I might have to run faster than the train.
You don't stop the train.
No,
driving the
at
train.
this point, he's slammed on the brakes, but he doesn't think they're gonna stop. So,
Oh no.
No one needs to drive the train when the brakes are on.
well, the brakes are on. It's gonna stop eventually. So what happened is he's like, look.
We need a bit of music.
I'm
for
not.
this.
Yeah.
Thinking music. No.
That's confused.
Thinking.
Dun, 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 dun.
So he's thinking to himself, I'm gonna have to get off the train and run to Trainula and get her off the tracks before the train hits her.
Does he have a knife?
He doesn't have a knife, but he's really good at untying ropes. Because his other childhood sweetheart was called Ropula. And so then he formed a love for ropes. And so now he knows how to tie and untie ropes. So
That could get you in trouble, falling in love with all kinds of things like that.
yeah, well. So he's thinking, I'm gonna have to get off the train. But all of a sudden the train starts speeding up, but it's alright, so he puts the brakes back on again. So he forgot to keep the brakes on. So the train's about to slow down, so he's like, alright, I could probably jump off the train and then run to Trainula.
You nearly said Ropula then.
Yeah. Well, Ropula's there, right next to her.
Does she own the bus company?
No.
No.
It doesn't. Ropula doesn't really have much to do with this story. Just some background.
And there was a cow on the side of the road.
Yeah. Well, it was on the side of the train tracks. Trains don't go on roads. Are you kidding me?
Because he owns the train track.
He owns the train tracks. Also, his name's Cart, but I don't think that has anything to do with
Train car?
Carriage. Actually, is his name.
What's his last name?
Full of people.
So if they got married, she'd be Trainula full of people.
Yeah.
Trainula full of people.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
Well, see, and this is the thing.
Ropula full of people.
Ropula full of people. Yeah.
Trainula's better.
Yeah,
Trainula.
go with Trainula.
So yeah, Trainula. She's still on the tracks, and with
What's
Cart,
she doing? Screaming?
Carriage.
We hear, music.
I'm
Wait, so Carriage full of people, the guy who owned the train lines for this one train, he's like, alright, well the brakes are on, the train's not going to stop in time, it's going to run over us, so I'm going to jump off the train, and then what's going to happen?
Thought he was already off the train running.
No, he's not yet. We're
He's
going
still
back.
thinking about it.
He's thinking about it.
Okay.
So he's like, all right, it's time to jump. It's time to jump off the train, off the train, and run to Trainula.
Running music.
No, when he jumps off.
When
Or
he jumps
jumping
off,
music.
This is still the train.
Sorry.
It's running music.
What's jumping music?
So he jumps off the train. And what happens is when he's jumping off the train, you ready for this? When he's jumping off the train, his foot accidentally turns the brake off. And so what happens is the train all of a sudden just speeds up and stops its speed, and so he falls underneath the train, and then he dies.
And so does Trainula.
Yeah.
And Ropula is next to her.
Ropula also dies. It's really a sad
That was a
story.
really bad story.
Yeah.
Next time
Oh,
I'm
don't
going to
worry.
take control.